You're in tune to the FuseBox Radio Broadcast.
Turn the music up inside my session. These folks gotta hear my message.
Bringing balanced black radio to the masses.
Hallelujah. 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 Hallelujah.
Church, rejoice your voice. Pro-choice, give thanks to the banks and the car. Invoice, you paid your tithes and your offering. Here's what I'm offering, good noise. Intergalactic churches, Saint Nebula. Where the Martian choir's incredible. Sunday and Moon Day school. It's like we running out of room. Pastor Astronomer gives us tools at the Intergalactic Church. 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 Hey mommy, look at the monster. I think she's a gangster. With her dark black skin and her black hair. I'm the reason you fear. I'm the reason you're scared. I'm the reason you're here. You're the reason that nobody else cares. An issue to be dispersed at the Intergalactic Church. 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 Intergalactic Church.
Hey, how you doing? Oh, that's good.
DJ Fusion.
What's your name? Oh, that's beautiful. And your name? Well, that's lovely as well, you know? Oh, my name? Well, they call me Sassy. Miss Black and you're nasty. You know? That's cool. Yeah, I think I like y'all too. That's what's up.
Can I get your number? Or how about your friends? I'm digging this trio vibe right now. I really can't pretend. Don't mean to offend, but my thoughts I must defend. This crazy groove, and I wanna be in. I've been watching you, watching you, watching you. I've been feeling you, feeling you, feeling you. I think I wanna be your lover. I wanna be your lover. I see you sometimes in the neighborhood, looking all fine, holding hands, looking hella good. A freak like me trying to get it in, over here wondering if it is forbidden. I wanna know what's good, and I wanna know if I could be down and around. I keep it low around town. Real low. So you two are a couple. Well, that's just my style. I like the way that you're loving. It really drives me wild. I know you're versatile, 'cause I've been watching you, watching you, watching you. I've been feeling you, feeling you, feeling you. I wanna. I think I wanna. I think I wanna. I think I wanna. I think I wanna. So what you think about my proposal? I think I wanna. I think I wanna. I think you wanna. I think you wanna. I think we gonna. I think we gonna. I know we gonna. I know we gonna.
You are now listening to FuseBox Radio.
Everybody, what's going on? This is DJ Fusion of the syndicated worldwide FuseBox Radio Broadcast. Y'all know we've been doing our thing since 1998, whether it's on your FM dial, internet radio station, podcast, or favorite cultural website of choice. This is the third year we're over here at Moogfest here in Durham, North Carolina. It's raining like crazy. It's been nuts out here trying to get around, but shows and stuff have been great as always. Y'all been looking at our Instagram feed and whatnot since folks landed here on Thursday. And we got a special interview with one of the folks that I got to see perform on Thursday. And y'all are familiar with her work through the radio show, whether it's with the previous group of THEESatisfaction to her current work as SassyBlack. We got Pacific Northwest owned SassyBlack here, literally in the building.
Yes.
In the hotel right now. How you doing today?
I'm good.
Awesome. And with that, I got to check these levels real quick because for those who do not know, I am in holding a recorder mode, so I want to make sure we got everything right, so levels and stuff are good. Thank you for having the time with us, really appreciate it. And with that, we mentioned a bit of your brief past and everything else here. Let's get into some generalities, like what got you into becoming a musician? I saw that you're a classically trained jazz vocalist and all that. Like, what had you be there, like, you know what, I'm going to just rock out, not just as, somebody who enjoys it, but I'm going to be a professional musician?
My parents really love music. I love music. My brothers love music, and so we always used to have like dance parties growing up, and just like listening to like everything. My brother is a couple years older than me, so he was listening to a lot of like Technotronic and like Digable Planets and Tribe Called Quest, but like SWV and all Pet Shop Boys, right? So he's listening to his eclectic mix based off of like my parents' own eclectic mix, because my mom would listen more to like Joni Mitchell and like Arithmetics, and my dad's like Arithmetics, and my dad's listened to like more like Parliament and like Kashif and things like that. So they're listening to their different stuff and having it meld together, but they'd share things like, chic or whatever, like the disco vibe. So I'm listening to a lot of different music, and I loved it so much. I'd always like sing along to it. My dad loves quizzing people on anything, but he would quiz my brother and I a lot on music, and so I wound up learning a lot about it, and I just wanted to do as much as I can, and I just love singing. And when I moved to the mainland, because I'm from Hawaii, I moved when I was like 10 years old, and I wrote my first song then, and so I was like, I really want to do this, and I just kept going with it.
Awesome. So you had the supportive family structure right from the gate. That's really, really on point. Like, I know for myself, like, I've been doing this for a while. I have my parents like, you love music, but what the hell are you doing as a career? like they supported, but they also had the nervousness about it. So to see that you had the multi-structural thing with that is cool. And I think, from your family's experience, from the music that you've put out, I think I actually see a lot of that. Because, I always like artists where I can't even necessarily describe what the hell they're doing. There's so much extra biz in there. Like, you have the hip-hop vibe, you have, like, the funk vibe, you got, like, a spacey groove thing going on and whatever with all of that, too. Was that, like, your natural development in terms of doing music? Or was it, like, you got into experimentation mode at first and then you were just like, hey, whatever. This is
I think it was like experimenting a lot, like trying to figure out what my sound was, because I would sing like when I was in my first band, we do like more like neo soul and things like that. My second band was like a cover band. We do like a lot of covers and things like that. And then like I had to sing all these jazz standards in college, and I was like, well, what kind of music do I really like? Where do I kind of go naturally? And whenever I'd start making music, the way that I was doing it at that time was that I would always pick some weird synths that had like a lot of reverb and delay and just something that would like travel a lot, and then I would just play these different chord progressions or just different notes that would just kind of take me on this weird place. And when I was first making beats, it would be like 6-minute songs of that with like maybe no percussion at all. Speaking of percussion, but like maybe like nothing, because I was really nervous about making drums, and I just felt like the melodic thing kind of going on. And so it would just mostly just be like these weird spacey soundscapes. But I also grew up watching Star Trek and Star Wars and a lot of science fiction, so I feel like that probably also just like put itself in my mind. And then the kind of jazz I listen to is kind of spacey and has room for space and like different kind of creativity. But at first I wanted to step away from it a lot, because people would say it was like dark and weird and made them feel uncomfortable. And I would like be like insulted, because I really wanted to make pop music, right? I wanted to make something that people could like identify with, but then I realized I was presenting it to the wrong people and expecting the wrong things. And mostly it's like a healing process. It's just for me. So now I just own all the funkiness and spaciness, whatever comes within the music, however I feel like it is, that's what it's going to be.
No doubt. Like, for example, I know when I saw the performance on Thursday, which also made me feel kind of old because I'm in my late 30s, I'm like, okay, she's doing, I wish I was a little bit taller, doing Skilo, but this spacey ass groove. I had people, I'm like, none of y'all know these words? Damn! Okay. But, you get to see all that cool vibe with it and everything. And speaking of, I know you had mentioned during the performance or whatever, like, Black Panther is like everywhere. I'm personally a comic book nerd and pop culture nerd myself. Besides like, Star Trek, Star Wars and other type of things, like what is some of the stuff that you're like into like right now on that end? Because we talk about a lot about that on my show too. So
yeah, right. I just finished watching the new Lost in Space on Netflix, and I'm with it. Yeah. I'm like with it. I'm really like, it's funny, like the things that people ostracize you about, or the things they might ostracize you about, you kind of like stay away from sometimes. So I was kind of like pushing back on my love for science fiction, my innate love for science fiction. My brothers are into it. My dad's been watching Star Trek since it came out, kind of stuff. They're like really into the comic books and everything. And I had been pushing myself away from it for so long. So now I've been trying to like give into it more. So watching Lost in Space, I was like, oh, okay. First off, like I love it. I like the new take on it. It's like very enticing, and I want to watch even more of it. And then these are things because of my older brother was watching it with his kids. But I watched the Unfortunate series of Fortunate Events. That was good. It's addicting. Good, yeah. It was like addicting. And then I was like, Neil Patrick Harris, Doogie Howser out here slaying it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm also like, you're producing it. I love to look at who's behind the scenes of it, right? Like, because often enough, like, or sometimes the person who's like the lead actor in the show or whatever is happening also happens to maybe be a producer or directing some stuff or writing some stuff, like Donald Glover or something like that. Yeah. And so I'm fascinated by that, like that ability to have a role in your own project and like become the actor, but then you also have to take another lead position in the piece. And it reminds me of how I interact with everything. like as an artist, like because I'd be making my own beats, and then I'm like also doing the management, and then I'm also like performing it and doing like all the stuff, then also doing like whatever admin goes into like creating a project. So then I think about it that way. So I find myself like watching these shows, trying to get into it, but then getting into it on a whole different psychological level, just being like, oh wow, there's so many different layers to this that can inspire me to what I do.
No doubt. I'm like one of those people when I watch certain things, I'll get on like my family's nerves sometimes. Like, did you see this part? Or it's like, can you just enjoy it? I'm like, I am enjoying it. I'm enjoying it so much more because I know this other part.
Yeah.
And whatnot too. And speaking of like, you know, you talk about you have your hands in a lot of things. This segues into my next question. Like, for those who want to become like a successful working creative, because you know, I look at you, like your hands are like all over the place. Like you did, you know, a bit of acting in, you know, HBO's Vinyl series that had came out a little while ago. You have, you know, the music as a vocalist. You had the music as a producer. You seem to do tons of business in general. Like, what type of advice would you give somebody who's like, I want to really take this serious as my life, and like at the same token, eat too, you know?
Yeah.
We're in America. It's a capitalistic society.
Absolutely.
Every society needs money.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So.
Yeah. I mean, it's funny because I did a workshop here called A Guide to Pursuing Passion Endeavors where I talk just about that. It's essentially about like discovering what you want out of life, like what you're really passionate about, if you know what that is, focusing on that, isolating that, and setting it as a priority, you know, whatever it may be, whether you want to be a musician, an actor, a chef, whatever, right? An engineer, like focusing in on that, right? And then looking at the people that give you inspiration to continue doing that. So finding people, reading their story, so that puts things in perspective, because some people think that things just happen overnight. Like when I tell people that I've been doing music, like studying music since I was like 12, but writing songs since I was 10, I've been writing songs for 21 years, you know what I'm saying? So, and it took that long for me to get to where I am. And then like everything has like its own background, but people wouldn't know that it took like 20 years for me to be where I am today, you know what I'm saying? Or that I've been producing for 10 years, but it took me 6 of those years to even realize that I was producing and engineering anything, you know? So I just say, you know, find what you want to do, focus on it, because if we don't focus, it's hard, it seems unattainable. And then from there, do a lot of research. I love studying and I love doing research. That is what all successful anyone's do. Anyone in the world who's successful spends time researching. I mean, as we're talking, I know you researched me. I could tell when somebody hasn't, because there's like interesting questions,
your
you know.
Music is so lovely,
right? It's like, and
let's
so
talk about that.
Exactly. You've been doing music for a month. You're like, you obviously did zero research. You know what I'm saying? It's like literally in the web. But, you know, and then with the internet, you have a lot of resources. So I just say, you know, focus and then set aside time to learn and enjoy the process. And then also don't just like throw your hat in and then quit your job, because then that's when the financial stuff goes crazy. It's about like first parceling off time, because not everyone has the opportunity to just quit their job, go live somewhere, you know, like stay with their parents or their friends for free or for cheap or whatever. Not everybody has those opportunities. So if possible, I say, you know, stay with your job, but like lunch break, 15 minutes up that lunch break, you write in whatever, planning, you know, and then building that stuff up and then relating to it, and then cutting out stuff that you don't necessarily need to do, which is like scrolling on social media, which takes up hours of our days all the time. So, you know, just start focusing in.
Okay, cool. Now, we're over here at Moogfest, which is like, besides the music festival part, it's like music tech nerd heaven.
Yeah.
Right now, I walked through the pop-up shop yesterday, like, I still have car notes to pay, so I can buy some of this stuff. And so, you know, you're looking at them, all this software and hardware and everything else. Like, what's some of the software and hardware you like to use when creating your music that's not trade secrety that you can't share?
Yeah, I mean, you know, I do some music writing, and I interview one of my friends, Sid, from the internet, and that's going to be coming out in a couple of weeks. But what was exciting about that is that she just told me things, and I've met so many producers and artists that'll just tell me things in the interview that they know is going to be printed, or just are like, you need sounds? You got a flash drive on you? Which I then learned every studio session I should bring a flash drive, because everybody trying to give me synths and drums and stuff, and I'm like feeling uberly blessed, you know what I'm saying? So I realized in my life that there's like resources that you should share, but it's not no crazy thing. Anyways, with all that said, I use Ableton as my DAW, which I love. Ableton is my jam. I use my Push 2 all the time. Yeah, it's like really simple for me to make beats on it. I feel super confident now making drum patterns on it and things like that, trying to get to a point where I feel more confident playing them live. It's really good for arranging and everything like that, which is like most of what I do when I perform. It's just like I arrange my tracks, dropping drums out, dropping snares and all this other stuff to make it fun in the moment. I use a lot of different native instrument sounds.
Shout out to native instruments. I'm a huge fan.
Love it. Love it, because my audio interface is a complete audio, and so I use it to record and to perform. It's like real chill, super simple, super straightforward, but it's also got like 6 channels, so you coolin', like you literally plug in whatever you want, you'd be fine. And then it also has RCA in and out, so like if I wanted to put in like a tape player, vinyl or something, it can just go right to it. It's pretty amazing. But I use the FM8 from Native Instruments. I really like the sounds on that. I use a lot of different Ableton packs. I was just like, well, they're there, you know what I'm saying? Like, might as well incorporate them into what I do. And then I just started using this website, sounds.com. I like that. It's like you pay monthly or yearly for a subscription service, and they update their sounds all the time. So there's like so much sound, so many ways to get it. It took me a long time. I just like kind of sat with what I had, and I was like, it's fine. But then I was like, man, I want something like a little thumpier of a bass. I want something else that kind of knocks in a different way. And then there's all kinds of other sounds that I just kind of get around. And then I do mostly, now I'm trying to just do more trades with my producer friends. So we just trade sounds around because that's like kind of super fun.
Cool. And one other thing I want to get into just like a little bit is I think no matter what happens, I mean, we're evolving better than how it used to be even 5 years ago, much less in the past. Like, if people sit back and they're like, hey, man, there's a black woman. You do exactly this kind of music. And that's it. And I know there's times that's extremely known. For me, as a DJ and personality, I think people just, they're like, you know about hardcore songs also? Yeah, because I like music. I've been DJing for 20 years. I had relatives that DJ, so I was around them when I was like 10 years old. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like with your type of grooves or whatever, and plus you have the background of being from the Pacific Northwest. You got folks now who are being more accepting of all people with different types of backgrounds, from sexuality and all. Where it's like, hey, queer black women, you must make this kind of music. Like, how do you deal with the annoyance of that at times? Like, how do you like just kind of like compartmentalize that and push it to the side, like, you know that you're you.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm SassyBlack, I do whatever I want,
Yeah.
How do you deal with like some of those stages that they're like, damn it, stop putting me in this fucking box, you know what I'm saying?
It's nuts, and it's so funny you say compartmentalize, because I've been using that word a lot recently, because that's how I kind of deal with things, I was telling my friend that my brain is like an office, and then I was like, be putting things I don't need to worry about in that room over there, and lock it up, you know what I'm saying? And then, like, if I'm trying to remember something, somebody's going through the files, like one of the people, staff of my brain is like trying to go through the files and remember whatever we're talking about to keep things, fresh. But in that concept, it gets stressful. But, I just try to remember, this is where my research comes in, like contextualize everything, right? Put things in perspective. I was reading this interview with Quincy Jones, who I love, and I have a Thriller tattoo, so I have to know a lot about Quincy Jones, Rod Temperton, and Michael Jackson to have that. Like, I have to have like a lot of factoids about it, and I do have tons of factoids about that record. But Quincy Jones, lived in Seattle too, but he's saying when Thriller came out, people didn't get it. Before the video, they didn't get the song. They didn't understand why Vincent Price is on it. They didn't get it. And, when Michael Jackson went solo first from Jackson's, they didn't get it. When Diana Ross was doing her thing, they didn't get it. People didn't get a lot of stuff that's super popular now. And so when I think about that, then I'm like, you know what? They're just not meant to get it. And that means I'm blessed and I'm like honored to be ahead of the curve. So I try to think about it in that way. It doesn't always work, but I try my hardest to make that real. And it does get tiring, though, because I was like, I know I'm not looking like what you assume a black queer woman would look like. But then, thank God, Janelle Monáe came out, because now it's flipped everything on their head. And so now when people see me and they hear I'm black queer woman, they can also think Janelle Monáe as an example, right, of where my music could be in a range from. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I could be in a range of different artists, right, outside of like a community, all inside a community of artists who identify as queer and black. So it leaves a lot of awesome open space now to have someone as far as a pop star like Janelle Monáe to be queer and openly queer and everything like that. Because now I'm just like, ooh. Now I'm feeling like way more comfortable right now. I was like, oh, we about to get crazy.
All right.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I sit back and go through, like, your past music and everything. Like, I know you had this one joint that was all about dating. I'm just there like, yes. Why was this not out when I was 21? Could I identify it? Or other type of stuff. I think it is interesting that you brought up Janelle Monáe, because I think when you have people looking at relationships as being multifaceted, that's cool. Like, I would almost be on the level of being like, hey, you know, SassyBlack, pick up this Bandcamp, throw it out here right now, and check out everything in that regard. And I noticed you have like a lot of songs about like relationships, love, all that type of deal. With your upcoming or future project, you're going to be like focus on that, or you're going to go in different directions? Because I know like, I mean, it was like kind of like the grooving and fooling around during the show, but you were just there like, hey, so I want to be an artist who's in Wakanda. You over to this joint, and here's, you know, a funky joint here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, what can we expect for some of your upcoming music?
Well, I'm still doing my project a month in 2018, which is like really an insane obligation to give to myself, especially since no one's requiring me to do it except for me, except I have some fans who be like, oh, I didn't see nothing drop. I'll be like, you know what, calm down though, you know what I'm saying? Like there's like 13, 12 projects in there for 4 years, you know, and then there's all the THEESatisfaction stuff and all the other stuff I've appeared on. I've probably been on like 30 to 40 projects already in my span. You can kick it.
Like I said, somebody goes like your Bandcamp page right now. Like, you have more than enough to listen to.
I love it. Like you can loop it. You know what I'm saying? But I just came out with a project called Something Special, which I love because it showcases like a different side of my production, which was like a little bit earlier in my coming into acceptance of my production. It's all from 2016, from a project that I used to do in January, where I used to do a beat a day project, and I would have invite other producers, and we would just put up a beat a day on SoundCloud and promote it and share everybody. But it was like a challenge to just like come to like do something and put it out, and just like all the fear and like getting past that kind of stuff. So Something Special is with all that stuff, because some real special songs that I don't even know where the inspiration came from to do it, except that I had to do it. And so it like really expanded my sound. So that came out this week, and then next month I'm actually releasing a project called Wakanda Funk Lounges. Or like the Wakanda Funk Lounge. I'm still trying to figure out what it's called, but the Wakanda Bounce is going to be on there, maybe like 3 to 4 other tracks. And so I'm going to drop that EP. So just also stepping more into like my science fiction-y side, because I only have like 2 songs, Comic-Con and Wakanda Bounce, you know, but then I was like, man, this is like what I actually want to make a lot of music for. Like I would love to be able to pop up in a Marvel movie or a Star Wars or Star Trek or any science fiction movie, and then you hear something, you'd be like, that is so weird and spacey and crazy and black, and then you'd be like, oh, SassyBlack made that, that's lit. Like I would love to do that, and I feel like there's like a perfect space for me to do that, especially since SassyBlack is, to me, I'm trying to work on some fan fiction, right? And so my fan fiction would include like SassyBlack being like someone like just lives from Seattle, whatever, from the States or whatever. But then like she meets M'Baku, and right, and he's like entranced, right, because he's on like his Marvel mission, right, trying to do his Avengers stuff. But you know, Avengers got to kick it too, right? So they don't always show when they in every bar, right? So he meets Sassy, he's like enthralled because she's fine, and then you know he's like, "Go come back to Wakanda." I was like, "I've only heard of it as a myth," you know, and invites me to perform in their secret funk lounges, because like I said at my show, if you have a place that is amazing as Wakanda and you got vibranium, vibe is in Branium. Like the power of vibranium is from the ill vibes that exist there, you know what I'm saying? So you know they're having the ill dance parties, because even the ceremony is like an ill dance, you know? I was like, oh, we're gonna go in. So in my fan fiction, I'm in there, Wakanda and things like that, and Baku's trying to marry me, blah, 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 but I'm like, I don't know, man, I don't know. And then I want to join Starfleet, you know what I'm saying? So this, like, we're trying to cross-pollinate, you know what I'm saying? All of them kind of exist in the same time frame, so it's realistic that those things could simultaneously happen if people aren't aware of what, you know? So anyways, fan fiction.
My nerd science is still like, yes, that works. how it works.
Yeah,
So, you know,
I'm glad. You know, I've asked a couple people. I was like, you know, bear with me. I got some fan fiction coming at you.
I'm the person who went to cover Emerald City Comic Con earlier this year.
Oh yeah, I performed at Comic Con.
Thanks. See, the periods I ran around too much. I missed all that too. But yeah, I'm like one of those type of things here. Like, so yeah, I'm just like, I get it, girl. I get it. Marvel, holler at him, you know.
Yeah, I know. I was like, come on, y'all. We can cross pollinate. We can.
Like I can cross pollinate, do that one shot. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, y'all got Netflix on lockdown. Listen, y'all got the world on lockdown right now.
Right, let's be real. And then it's like Marvel and Disney, and I was like, and Netflix. I was like, y'all killing it, really though. So.
And I'm saying, like, people gonna need to party after Infinity War. So
yeah.
No spoilers.
I know. I was like,
spoilers.
Don't spoil.
I heard you on the show. You know, no spoilers. I ain't gonna do that.
My dad was trying to spoil it for me. Like, I love them. You know, we be going to see the stuff as soon as possible. Like, I wanted to go see Solo, but I couldn't because I'm like, I'm not going to be around next week. Well, I can see it in New York, but I like to see that stuff with my family. We see like every Star Wars movie together pretty much.
Yeah, I had my mom like, so that Donald Glover boys, and then you're going to take me to it? I'm like, okay, I'll take you to it next weekend when I'm back around my way in Maryland.
There you go.
So, you know. And just one more quick question, because I just like asking this to everybody. Like, for those folks who haven't been able to collaborate with or whatever, I'll go so far to say past or present, like, who would you like to collaborate with on a future music project? Like, any old kind, like just you just being able to go buck wild and be there, like, pull up the phone, hey, let's work together, and they say okay.
Oh my goodness, this is crazy because there's so many people right now and it's kind of messing me up. But last night I saw Wajid and I was like, yo,
yeah,
we need that. So that's a definite. And then like Taylor McFerrin, I'm like Herbie, Terrace Martin, I'm like the new cast, old cast. I mean those, because right now I'm watching, right, I call myself a sassy black educator, but I'm mostly a learner. I love it. And I'm watching like who are the legends of our time right now. Typically, the legends are a community of different people, right? People who just popped up, just doing their own thing, and then wind up collaborating with other people. People who've been mentored by other people, by the other legends to get into it. And then people who are just like, I don't know. People been doing it forever. So I think about like Terrace Martin working with Herbie Hancock, right? And then I think about Taylor McFerrin and his legacy with Bobby McFerrin and stuff like that. And then I think about like I can't remember, Taylor Graves and his brother Cameron, who've worked with like Jada Pinkett Smith, but have also worked with like Stanley Clarke. They work with like everybody. I'm watching them, you know, Kamasi and Terrace also working with like Kendrick and everybody like that. It's just like, just like such a legendary scene. And then like those scenes around the world. It's like, these are our future legends. These are our current legends that we're going to be like, oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to say, I think, I don't know if you had like Terrace Martin and some other folks doing the Jazz Super Group.
Yes, no, that is, oh my goodness. Yes, because it's like Terrace, Taylor, Robert Glasper, and a couple other cats. Christian,
right? The brother with the trumpet. I know that cat's on there too. It's
amazing. And then they keep doing more groups. That's why they're insane. But that's why I was like, y'all are like, and then like just seeing that and then being like, that's why I want to just continue coming out with music, because then they're like, so what's on? It's like, you know, like I'm not like besties with any of them, right? But I've met them. But I feel like it's an unspoken like quiet, not competition, but like energy that encourages somebody else to go out and make whatever they're gonna make, you know. It's like a constant thing kind of going on, like a little bounce around. And so every time they come out with something new, I was like, okay, I'm gonna come out with like 4 groups too.
You know, constant building, like when you heard people back in like the golden era to the native tongues era talking about, I heard so and so put this out, damn, we gotta go to the studio. It'll be like totally different types of genres and subsections, but it was still like, I heard something that was so crazy, y'all gotta hear this, and then that had them build, and that had them build. That's
what I'm on right now every time, and that's why I'm like so excited to be here at Moogfest, because I keep running into people, you know, like, you know, I'm gonna go see J-Rock later, Alicia He Muhammad, and all these other cats. I see them a bunch though, like I ain't gonna play like I'm not at a lot of these people's shows, but I get to catch some new artists and artists I've heard of for a long time, like never seen, and you know, but being built up off of that, right? Seeing like the new technology and things like that, and then meeting these different people, being in a different city, getting different vibes, like working, like talking with you right now. All this stuff has got me excited. Like I got a studio set up right now in my hotel room. So I went and made a beat yesterday. I'm gonna work on that one. I premiered some new music off of some stuff I made last week. You know what I'm saying? Like now it's like an ill groove, and then it's just see people building, and then not to feel any kind of weird way because I'm also growing, you know, and I'm just taking that energy and being inspired. So with R&R, the Terrace and Robert Glasper and Taylor group, and then like the new Janelle Monáe, like I'm feeling like real supreme. It's like super jazzy, super black queer woman, super black. All that stuff is making me feel like, let's get it.
All right, so again, great interview here over at Moogfest 2018. Again, battled through the rain, battled through crazy Ubers, got here for this awesome interview with SassyBlack. And again, thank you for your time and everything else. We like to just give people like, you know, the basic contact info and all that. Bookers too, because creative people need to eat.
Absolutely.
We're working creatives, gotta remember that.
Yes. So I'm on Bandcamp, sassyblack.bandcamp.com. I always try to push my Bandcamp because that's like one of the only companies that makes the most money for artists, independent artists, and everything like that. They're amazing. Indeed. And then I'm on Spotify if you chose. I'm all the streaming services, but just know I prefer Bandcamp. And then my email is just sassy@sassyblack.com. I'm like, I feel official now because I got a sassyblack.com email.
See? Get your official website. In 2018, nobody should be having to tell you. Pay that $12.99 a month or whatever else.
I'm just saying.
Get that through. Like,
I mean, just get the domain. Pay that like once a month, and then direct it towards a Bandcamp or a Tumblr or something. You'll be fine.
All right, so y'all heard it right here. So we're gonna wrap this up here since SassyBlack has a lot more stuff going on. I'm glad we were able to get some time in with her. Again, this is DJ Fusion, the syndicated FuseBox Radio Broadcast, FuseBoxRadio.com, bringing the balance black to black radio since 1998, and we're gonna keep on keeping on. All right, peace.
DJ Fusion.
Don't be sad, girl. Don't be sad, boy. Love yourself. Love yourself. Love yourself. Love yourself. Love yourself. Don't be sad. Love yourself. Don't be sad. Love yourself.
listen to the FuseBox Radio Broadcast via iTunes, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, Podcast Addict, and your other favorite podcast players. Check out the FuseBox Radio's official website for our latest episodes, events, and more at FuseBoxRadioOnline.com. You can also visit us on Facebook at Facebook.com/FuseBox Radio Show, Twitter at Twitter.com/FuseBox Radio, and Instagram at Instagram.com/FuseBox Radio. Feel free to contact us at FuseboxRadio@gmail.com to submit music for airplay consideration,